Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57.
You can't block me.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
A throw over the middle, taken in, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. He don't want it. 57.
He'll drop to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Watch the center. Go.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
57, 57's Mike. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Packers! You think about the great running backs in the game today. I don't know if Aaron Jones is a name that comes immediately to mind, but it should, evidenced by that run there. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Saints, nothing. Evan McPherson set to kick off.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Check 3.
Lance, a quick throw out wide, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. On second and inches, Lance. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. This defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Lance. Evans has got the first down and then some. And down to the 29-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Lance. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the 3.
But that doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
This pass caught by Hamler. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Here's Lance to throw it. And he slings one that's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
46, boys, 46. 46 to Mike. Watch the slant.
Triple 38.
Bang, bang, bang.
Red cycle.
And they'll go for it. Lance. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. There he goes left side. The 30. 10. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Let's go.
And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance, flush to his right. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
20. That's good for a Saints. First down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And Lance now to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete.
A gain of 6. And the Saints, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Drill green. 46 to Mike. 46.
Lance now on first down.
We got this.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Lance looking to throw it. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
At the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out wide by Lance, complete. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
Three buzz. Rush it.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Jair Alexander on the tackle.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Williams. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Javonte Williams. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are back within a score. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Saints 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open it up to even more big plays.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Hey, smash. Mike, 44. Hey, check. Fofo's a Mike.
They'll set up to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Jeffrey Simmons. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here on 4th and 13.
Go street. 44. Mike, 44. I know he ain't got it. 19 tight. Mike's Fofo.
They'll look to throw here. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Saints will have the football back. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Brought down back at the 14-yard line.
Check.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play there on the catch and run.
So often on these RPOs, we see the ball get from the quarterback to the receiver in what feels like a nanosecond. But on this play, he actually cleared coverage downfield a bit before the ball got to him. The net result, though, a considerable gain.
They'll run on 1st down. Williams. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
He'll get only a couple down to the 44. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
46. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that. 10. He's coming. Double up.
Set, hut, ready.
Throwing now is Lance. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. 101 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
1st down, Green Bay.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. 44.
Boom! 18 Cardinal.
Check the outs. Fofo's a Mike.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
I'm coming. Check.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Saints are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now the question, what do you do here? Time, not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
46 to Mike. I got you, punk. Big edge, big edge, big edge.
On first down, Williams. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Lance going to throw. Being chased out left. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. Williams will try again. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Here I come.
They'll try to run with Carson. And Carson unable to make it to the yellow line as the defense bottles him up. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Javonte Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Tight, guys, double tight. 3 down, 3 down. Hey,
79 Broncos.
3 down.
Now back to throw.
Record.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 29. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is, and doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
A real field as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second and 2. The busy night continues for Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Shotgun now for Lance. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Here's 2nd and 8. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this is caught. It's Brown. The 20. Booyah! Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Brown. 69 yards, and the Packers have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Williams, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Sliding out of the pocket. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
On 1st down, it's Williams. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Lance. He'll buy some time right. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Lance.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
133 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
18 Cardinal.
Where's Mike? Check. Go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That's taken in by the tight end, McKitty. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
44, Mike.
Big alert.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Fofo's and Mike.
2nd and 2. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. He'll drop to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Mecole Hardman, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Saints 17.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Lance. Flushed out right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
You better bring it.
On 1st down, Lance.
Check.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Snags it for the pick. And the Packers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after about as long a play as humanly possible without scoring, here's 1st and goal. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Javonte Williams saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll look to throw. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 163 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
3 down, 3 down. 57's the mic.
7 Pirates.
Go, go, go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a party now. It's a party.
They run it again with Williams.
Go, go. It's run.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They give it to Williams, running right. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Crunch.
And now they'll throw with Lance. His throw incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
The Saints on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. From midfield, here's Lance. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Let's go, baby. We need turnover. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Mike 14.
They run it with Carson. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Packers' 26-yard line.
Here's Lance to throw it. Flush to his right. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Mike 14. Here we go.
And Lance now to throw. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, boys, we got 4.
Williams again. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Javonte Williams, a 3-yard touchdown run. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Saints 32, Packers 28.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there.
Absolutely.
Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again, and picked it up. They've got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on.
Mike 14.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Saints. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Saints 39, Packers 28. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Able to find Jones. 1st down and much more here for Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Going up top. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. steps away to his left. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
At the 3-yard line.
Here we go. Viking 18.
The slant.
Dragon 60.
57.
Ready.
They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Check, check, check.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
For the field goal, a 20-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Mike 46. Mike 46.
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Saints are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's 2nd and 10.
46 to Mike. Red cycles. Here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Check, 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 check.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, it's Lance. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And the Packers are right back in this football game. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately.